I'm Jean Charroin, Dean of ESSCA School of Management. I was appointed in 2018. And ESSCA School of Management is a standalone, not-for-profit French business school created in 1909 in Angers, in the center of France. And now we have developed significantly the school over the past 10 years with with 6 campuses in France, but also 4 campuses abroad. So in France we are located, of course, in Angers, the cradle of the institution, but the biggest campus is in Paris. We have also campuses in Bordeaux, Aix-en-Provence, Lyon and Strasbourg. And abroad, we launched a campus in 1993 in Budapest, Hungary. We have a campus in Shanghai, China, and soon campuses in Malaga, Spain, and the last one in Luxembourg. Within the spectrum between multi-campus and large program portfolio, we made the decision to have a multi-campus development with a very restricted portfolio of programs, with, at the very moment, 90% of our students in 2 pre-experience programs, a Bachelor in Management and a Master in Management. 90% of the 7,500 students are in these programs, so that means that we have Master of Science also. But the coming program will be an MBA program delivered in multi-campus mode with 50% online delivery, but the added value will come from the partnership with a major French engineering school. And so we will work on all the issues related to new technology, innovation, artificial intelligence, big data, and of course, all the entrepreneurship and entrepreneurial activities around technologies. I think that when you understand the vision of the world of other stakeholders, you're able to manage them and you're able to manage projects with many different visions of the world, many different people with a different background. So it's essential in a complex world, even more if you want to address this ever-changing technological and, I would say, a jurisdictional environment and geopolitical environment. We will be very open anyway, because the essence of the program is to be open to people wishing to work in new technologies or launch an entrepreneurial activity in new technologies. So that means that, in fact, we will welcome participants from different backgrounds, even art and design, but we will ask them to attend basic courses in mathematics, in quantitative methods, and also in finance marketing before joining the very curriculum of the MBA program. These courses will be highly recommended depending on the profile of the participant. And of course, in the end, they will have to pass their exam or the interviews. And so if they can make it without the basic courses, it's perfect, but they have to keep in mind that we won't lower our expectations because their personal choice. In fact, they will accept before the basic courses, and so they have to agree that they'd better follow the courses, because in fact, when we will recruit them, we will consider that they have the potential of the profile to attend the MBA program, provided perhaps they have to attend some basic courses, pre-courses, and then this is their decision. So like managers, like entrepreneurs, they have to make their decision if they want to succeed or not. This program will be delivered 50% online. So in fact, the innovation will come from the multi-location of the school and the program, also the multi-levels of cooperations with the engineering school, and I must admit that most of the on-site experiences will be delivered by the engineering school, and the students will have the possibility to work in the labs of virtual reality, in the fab labs of the engineering school, and so on and so on. So, in fact, the experience, what I mean that the real issue of a blended learning MBA is the on-site experience. The added value must be there, and so that's why a cooperation with an engineering school is a highly valuable offer in the global MBA environment. We ask them to move. So, for instance, a student's post-high school student can start in Aix-en-Provence and then have a semester in Budapest or Shanghai, and then attend his specialization, his major or her major in Paris, for instance. The concentrations are widespread, and we're trying to have a link between the specialization offered by the campus and the local ecosystem. We have, at the very moment, almost 200 permanent faculty, and of course we have more than 400 practitioners contributing to the courses. It's very in French, but in the same time, thanks to the international development, the mindset is changing. Because the population is more and more international. The faculty now is 60% international, and since 2018, the recruitment of the faculty, we recruit almost 15 to 20 faculty every year. Nearly 80% of them are non-French. So that means that the international dimension of ESSCA is growing fastly, and it's essential if we want, especially for an MBA program, if we want to open the minds of our participants. We are not-for-profit, considered as general interest institution, so that means that we have a very small part of subsidies from the French government, less than 2% of our budget, less than 2%. So that means that we have to break even anyway. And so we are very independent, but in essence, we are turned to the general interest of the society at large. So that means, for instance, that we were the French business school, the first French business school to offer fees evolving in proportion to the income of the families. So that means that if you come from a very poor background, you will pay nothing. The cost, the fees at ESSCA will be lower than the French university. So this is a very open school, and thanks to our governance has many different stakeholders, of course the alumni association, but also, and this is very surprising, the associations of parents. So it's very surprising because 99.5% of our participants and students are more than 18, so parents do not have their place in the board of trustees, but we consider that this is totally consistent to ask the parent to be part of this governance, because in the end, they pay for their kids, or they will try to help them and negotiate the loans at the bank, so they will be part of the mortgage. And so, for us, this is very important. But the government is very open with entrepreneurs and with faculty members and students, of course. For the European students, it's all the same. And for non-European students, we have another allowance for students coming from non-EU countries and facing difficulties. For instance, last year we welcomed more than 20 Ukrainian students, and we have dedicated, since last year, we've decided to have a budget dedicated to students coming from countries at war or countries destroyed by civil conflicts and so on and so on. So now we consider that the general interest is also a geopolitical interest. This is a single entry point for 10 campuses and perhaps 15 campuses in the world soon.